will join this match in progress. Looks like Tucky's got a board set up here. Looks like he's playing the Dungeon Master Plundering Guild. And it looks like, I don't know what Bowden's playing. What's he got in his grave? This is
honestly,
an auger deck. Oh, this is Kira Grand Tutoring, it looks like.
I just gotta. Oh, but the Kira is already banished. So
Yeah, he's played 2 Grand Tutorings.
I think we already saw the combo, and it's already gone.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, so I think Tucky might just go on to win in this one.
Yeah, and Bowden probably fully accepting of his fate here. It's one of those. That's the problem with things like the Kira combo, right? As potent as it may be, once it happens, if your opponent clears it, you're really struggling the rest of the game.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot to be said there.
What did Tucky use earlier? My guess is maybe it was a final spell, but I'm having troubles clicking his graveyard. Oh, there we go.
I mean, it's probably
no final spell. Soul Extraction.
Soul
maybe.
Extraction. That is such a good combo for or counter to that setup.
It is, because you can just name. I assume.
Sellsword, yeah.
You can name the adventurer or whatever.
Well, he did it with sellswords. It looked like.
Yeah, yeah. You can just name sellsword or kill the sellsword, and then it kills all the other sellswords.
Absolutely incredible.
Yeah, so I think we'll be seeing Tucky take. I don't know whether this is game 1 or not, but I assume it is.
I mean, Bowden still hasn't. Oh, well, yeah, that's game. Never mind.
Yeah.
All right, well, that is game.
That was game 1.
Was that game 1? Okay. That was Tucky's first one of the day as well. Moving here.
That's a nice table pit. I like that.
I do. I really like the.
That's super cool.
Yeah. That's a
like
suppressor
green.
of magic. Oh, we got double suppressor of magic table pet. I'm loving it.
All right, so to be clear, I guess on the decks, might as well say them. Bowden is currently playing. Their 2 decks are Plunder Guild AO, and Tucky is playing DM AO.
So.
Tucky just won with his Dungeon Master deck and is now playing his Augur Order deck.
Curious if so. Bowden's AO is clearly the Kira Sellsword. I'm very curious if we're gonna see Tucky play one of the fabled healing decks.
I mean, we'll see right now. There's at least a healer, but he's summoning a couple creatures here, so who knows?
We got the couple of healing creatures. Bowden playing looks like a more tempoed Plundering Guild.
I think this is a I think they swapped to their Plunder deck for this game 2, just wanting to get off the Augur for at least a game.
Yeah. I'm curious how strong that Kira deck was through the group the qualifiers. With
it's true. I wonder if a lot of people banned AO just because they were scared of the healing deck in general.
Yeah. Tucky, someone who's been pretty outspoken that these healing decks are very counterable, so
I want to see it.
I want to see it. I hope we get a chance.
We might. Who knows?
But we got the Grave Robber Medicine Carrier. Looks like, he looks like Bowden stole the Medicine Carrier from Tucky.
Yep, so not getting too much value out of the Grave Robber. Medicine Carrier isn't really the greatest steal. And
there's
Tucky's
the life
gonna
pack.
be playing the life pack, yep. So here comes the healing.
As a given that Bowden was likely expecting the low to no creature healing from Tucky here, makes sense that you just steal whatever creatures you get with the Grave Robber. Though I might have argued, yeah, that too. But I might have argued that maybe sitting on that Grave Robber to steal like your own healing, steal some healing from him.
I mean, honestly, against this deck, you kind of need to win fast, because once he actually starts healing, like, he's not gonna. I don't know if there's much catching back up.
That's true.
So it's kind of like a win early or never sort of thing. So I don't know if you have the time to spend healing.
This is true. I mean, Bowden, I think Bowden's goal right now is pressure. He needs to get creatures on the board and then do something with them before they get pinged off the board.
Before they get eaten by the life pact.
Yeah. Playing...
Tucky did play his first alchemy. We're gonna have to see how much value he gets out of that in the short term.
You know, an Energized Elemental is a really good choice against this, because even if it gets pinged off by the life pact, you end up with, you know, that's still 2 damage.
And as you called earlier, Bowden deciding to take the restorative alchemy from Tucky with the Grave Robber.
I think that just the value of it, out of all of the cards in Tucky's deck that he's going to be playing here, I think that's...
Is that already 2 life essence? Ugh. And a fireball.
Yep.
Ugh.
Now the question here is, does Bowden maybe have a Rioting Insider to shut off the life pack? That's a...
That is definitely an interesting tech in MRA decks, to say the least, or in decks that have MRA, to say the very least.
I think in this case, I would definitely have considered pushing for that. Making sure that's included in this specific deck he's playing. It looks like maybe I don't know quite what this deck was. Because it's looking more and more like this is just like a hand buff aggro.
Yeah, I think this is just hand buff aggro.
Okay. Well, I think
just, you know, general Plunder Guild aggro.
I think against any other deck, the way he's been playing against any other deck, he might have won by now.
Probably, but you know, very high healing capabilities come from the healing deck, so. And yeah, there's the plus 10 HP from the contract. And it's hard to imagine how Bowden's gonna keep in this game.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that is the key drawback, right, of aggro, is, you know, after a certain point, you should be substantially less effective. What was that just got nullified? Was that the Restorative Alchemy?
No, because he had a second one. Let me see. Oh, it was. He played 2 Restorative Alchemies.
Okay.
But honestly, Restorative Alchemy is not what you want to be spending your turn playing.
No.
I think it's just too slow on Bowden's end. I mean, you know, Tucky has the late game Merc bans in this deck, I presume, whereas Bowden, I don't know how much late game stuff Bowden really has.
Giving his deck a nice little shuffle. Oh,
I don't imagine the rest of this game going Bowden's way, but I hope he proves me wrong.
I'm curious how long we're gonna be here now.
Yeah, just let Tucky run through his deck, I guess.
True.
Hopefully he'll start doing Merc ban shenanigans eventually.
Ooh,
there's a ritual, actually.
I love the ritual. This is my choice for the healing deck. Getting the ritual in, using the cut your opponent's health in half. Trying to time those.
Yeah, I wonder if that is the hidden contract that Tucky currently has up. Trying to heal 5 times and then cut your opponent's health in half.
Well, has Bowden played a spell since it went up?
I don't think so, no.
Then it could be. It very well could be.
I think we'll see it trigger here in a sec if it is, because that was just 4 procs of healing.
It doesn't.
And there's a 5th.
So it's definitely not, because it's been up that long.
Definitely not.
So what even is that?
It's probably Breach.
Oh, yeah. If Bowden hasn't played a spell, then it's probably Breach, yeah.
Yeah, it's probably just Breach. Yeah, Tucky has hit the end of his deck. He is starting to do the Merc ban shenanigans. I think now is just about the time where, unfortunately, Bowden just kind of has to sit back and let Tucky take control of the game.
Yeah, I mean, there's only a few cards I can think of that could help Bowden dig his way out of here. I think if he's been sitting on a thick Jorgen this whole time, it's possible.
I don't think it matters.
But I also think as soon as he plays it, it gets
There's
golden
the breach of
silenced.
turns.
Yeah. I think if he ever plays a Jorgen, it just gets golden silenced.
I mean, it still gets to keep the stats, though, right?
Yes, it'll keep the stats, but it'll lose the restless. Oh no, it doesn't come with restless, does it? But it'll lose all of the attributes, which, you know, unfortunate.
Yeah, I think Tucky's unfortunately, I guess fortunately for Tucky, is about to be in the driver's seat. You know, at this point, 50 HP.
I mean,
I think this is a game that's more or less set in stone at this point. We're just kind of waiting for the inevitable end.
I feel you, but also Bowden's at 38. You know, it's not like Bowden's on like 5 HP and we're just waiting for the finish.
Sorry, Tucky's at 60 health now. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's at 61. This is very reminiscent of a game we saw last month. I believe it was.
Listen, if you can come up with this scenario where Bowden does. Alright, just letting it finish. 81 damage before Tucky's able to put 10 Merc bands on the field. And then be my guest, but I don't think it's happening.
Hey, maybe Bowden plunders, gets a final spell, Tucky plays
and
all
then
those
Tucky
Merc
plays
bands.
more Merc bands. Nah, I mean, I don't know. This is Tucky's game to lose, really. I don't see him doing it.
I mean, fair enough. If Bowden's deck was constructed with the intention of being an aggro deck, this would be a very large uphill climb for him. I mean, yeah, may as well. It's the you got the if you've got the removal, use it.
I think Tucky's maybe probably got like 20 Merc bands in the hand at this point. And he only has 2 more turns on this ritual. His Merc band's already at big 6/6s. Only gonna get better from there, so.
I mean, Bowden's playing it out though. That's the thing. I don't know what Bowden has, right? We don't screen these decks. It could be Bowden just has the answer, right? He could have something that we're not quite thinking of that he's going to be able to, you know, withstand the swarm and then somehow recover.
I wish you were right.
I wish I was too. But it's possible.
I don't think it is. I know you're trying to be like, oh, but he has a chance still, and it's like, nah, I think everyone knows.
I mean,
he's got the filibuster.
The filibuster buying himself another turn. I really think.
Fortunately, buying himself a turn. I guess dodging the ritual.
Yeah, dodges the ritual. It also prevents him from taking Merc Band damage this turn.
Yep, but Tucky's just gonna get stronger and stronger Merc Bands. What are they at right now? His most recent one was 8/8, so. Taking some mana burn, I think. But you know, Tucky's got the gap of 83 health, so he'd have to pass 9 turns in a row for mana burn to actually affect him.
It's definitely possible. It's definitely
Bowden's
possible.
Still one of the
that
9/9 Merc Bands.
Yeah. I mean, Bowden has a space. There are always avenues. It just so happens that sometimes those avenues are like 1%. And I think
I don't listen. I don't know what the avenue is. Like I can't even I don't know if it exists, man. Like if you can tell me the scenario that gets anybody out of this situation, that doesn't revolve around Tucky heavily misplaying by playing literally all the Merc Bands in his hand. Like I just don't see it. Like I guess what is like Bowden's about to run out of cards too. He's got maybe 5 cards in his hand, a couple more left in his deck. Dope is I guess he has a potion. Just so that he doesn't deck out.
Yeah, I mean, it's just not. I guess realistically, man, not a whole lot to say here. We're sitting on 11-11 Merc bands now.
The soul extraction.
on the Merc band, yep.
It's funny. And yep, just clearing Bowen's board. Big swing coming in. It might even just be game.
No, is that a filibuster or is that a poison bomb? Poison bomb.
That's a poison bomb.
So I think that's lethal.
That's GG's.
All right, well, that is it for this one. Tucky wins it. I believe it was 2-0.
Yeah, I think so.